Hello and good morning, guys. Today we're not fighting a boss. Technically, we're also fighting a boss, but it's not about the boss. Today we will talk about Stormveil Castle. This might be a little bit of a longer video. That's why we immediately start going, and I will commentate along the video as always. I hope this guide helps you a little bit with your Stormveil Castle like walkthroughs. And I only provide like the mandatory information you need about it. This is not a hit list guide. This is just like a walkthrough, basically, how to most efficiently, I would say, go through Stormveil. Let's get started. So we have like a Reduvia +9, as I showed in one of the latest videos, how to get like a +9 Somberstone weapon early on in the game. If you want to check that out, you can just like see this, like I think it was 2 videos ago or something, I'm not quite sure. What you want to do definitely is kill Godrick. First and foremost, he's a bitch. But secondly, he doesn't close the door on you. Like, he's the guy who closes the door on you when you want to grab that key. And that is why you have to, or not have to, but it's super convenient to kill Godrick. There's a bird over there, so you definitely do not want to fight these birds. Either you bow them, or you make your way around. This is a somber stone, smithing stone +2, by the way, if you want to pick that up. If you go around like this, the bird won't aggro. So you can just do this. And then you have your first graze. You can sit down at that graze. And then you want to kill these 3 guards up there. As soon as this guy turns around, what I personally do is I just run up to him and shoot him with my blood sword thingy. Blood slash thingy. Then I kill this guy, because the other guy, like, he cannot see you because of that, like, corner curve thingy. That tower. And then he turns around because he hears the other guy getting shot within the room, and then you can just, like, sneak up on him and kill him. These 2 stand up, so just one-tap those, not a problem at all. Now you enter this, like, large or this big room where these guys throw firebombs at you. What I like to do, like, bait 1 firebomb out and then use the mighty shot, like that weapon art. Use the mighty shot to shoot these folks. 1 mighty shot and they should be gone. Sometimes it's a mighty shot and a jumping shot. And here to the right, it's for free. That's why I show you guys this. Those are Centrina's arrows. Those are super cool. They sleep enemies. So these 10 are basically for free. So I wanted to show you guys where to pick them up. Extremely powerful item. Highly recommend picking all of these up if you can find them somewhere. And this is the door I was talking about. As soon as you're opening that door, sneak and turn immediately to the left. And since Godrick is not closing the door on you, you can just sneak past this guy. And since you have a +9 dagger, you backstab him for quite some damage. His entire health bar. And that is it. It's a free key as soon as you kill Godrick. And Godrick is no, like, threat. He is a little bitch. As soon as you grab the key, you jump down here. Use that key. And climb the ladder. Climb the ladder all the way up. And then we enter the second part of Stormveil, basically. You want to sprint all the way at the wall here, because this guy always tries to grab you. Just like outsprint him, turn around, and then kill him real quick. Kill this guy, because he would follow you as well. And there are 2 ways how you can, like, approach this situation. I figured if you, like, immediately sprint through and then go into a crouch state after you enter, like, the stairs, this guy can't see you. But what you can also do is you can, like, hide here. Because this patrol is, like, all the way up here. And then he turns around and goes all the way back. You can sit here and wait. And then just as soon as he turns around and walks all the way back, you can sneak past his back and make your way up the stairs. But this is also possible. You can just, like, sprint in and then start sneaking and just sneak all the way up here. As soon as you did so, you reach the most important grace of the entire castle. It's called the Rampart Tower Grace. This is by far the most important grace. From here, you can go everywhere. So, you pick up the Rampart Tower Grace, and then you can do a neat little jump. These tiles, I don't know, I think it might be possible even without these tiles, but you can run all the way up to these, like, very edge of these tiles and make a jump onto that roof. And that skips you the entire fucking bird part where you have to go around and then you come out down here and then you walk all the way back. So what you do is, you don't even have to practice it that much. You just jump over there. And if you die, you're right next to the Rampart Tower Grace, so it's not a problem, of course. You can just, like, do this jump, and then you're goody good. And you skip the entire part there. Now you have two options. Either you go immediately to Godrick, or you pick up one next item I wanted to show you guys, because I feel like this is a cool item, and I don't know if how many people know that is there and accessible that early on in the game. So what you want to do is drop down, like I dropped down after the patrol like passed by, and then you run all the way up here into this room where this guy's patrols around, and you want to open this chest as quickly as possible. And it's the Mimic's Veil. It functions like young white branches in Dark Souls 3, basically. And you can immediately port back, since you do not aggro the enemy, you can immediately port back to Rampart Towers. And I think I'm gonna show what it does. It's like the young white branch. It's like it has an infinite usage, so you can just like use it over and over again. So you turn into like one, yeah, they add, apparently, I was using this at the beginning, and they add some new models to it. They constantly add new models to that Mimic's Veil, so if you want to check it out, go and play around with it, it's pretty cool. It also, obviously, enemies don't aggro at you if you're mimicked, and you do not move. As soon as you acquired the Mimic's Veil, if you want to acquire it, you do the exact jump again, but instead of like dropping down and going into the room we got in before, you drop down a little bit further to the right, and then you can shoot these two guys sitting here or sleeping here in the courtyard, or what it's called. And then you drop down very far to the left, immediately start sneaking, and as soon as these guys are dead, you can just sneak past those dead bodies. And then you sneak in between these two trees, and then to the very left here. But you have to keep sneaking. As soon as you stop sneaking here, they will see you. As soon as you pass this guy, you can stop sneaking and jump up here, and then you made it past all these fuckers. You can pick up this grace if you want, but you don't need to, because what we're gonna do now is we'll go to Godrick. And, yeah, Godrick is, has a grace right next to him, so you do not technically need this grace. If you want to, like, explore the rest of the castle, of course, pick it up. So, use this neat little shortcut, and then you end up in this, like, in this area where, to the left here are these pots, like the Alexanders. And you can kill them and get some cracked pots if you need cracked pots. But what we want to do is we want to just jump down here. Bibbidi bobbidi boo, make our way to the grace. And you can also sit down at the grace, of course, and fill up your flasks. And then you want to fight Godrick. This is just this is not an example fight or anything. I just fought him because I wanted to show you guys after real quick where the great rune is, and I thought it makes more sense if I kill Godrick before. And yeah, you can obviously you have to fight him before you can even access the great rune. I think the teleport is not even active without him being dead. But as most of you guys know, he's not the biggest problem, at least not any longer, since the bleed of a +9 weapon is so strong that you can just obliterate him. It's always the same pattern. You just shoot him a little bit, and then you build up some bleed here, And then he always follows up with that double smacky smack. And then you wait for one more attack, which is this one. And as soon as he shot this shit, you can just kill the boy. And now you have to wait until he stops talking, which is super obnoxious, because these guys talk and talk and talk, and you can't do shit while they talk. But we did it. So if you want, pick up the grace, and then port back, you guessed it, to Rampart Towers. The most valuable grace of the castle. As soon as you got back to Rampart, do exactly what we did before. You make that neat little jump. And then you wait for the patrol to be like a little bit further away. You drop down again. Like the same way we walked before to get the Mimic's Veil, basically. So make your way into the castle. And then instead of running through, there are like these sandy bags here, and you just jump past this this wall. There's one enemy. You can just like shoot him in the back or kill him or backstab him or whatever. And then you are up here. And here, very important, do not jump off this ledge, okay? That you can drop down it, but if you jump off it, your character model is like the fall is high enough for you to die. So like the jump makes the difference basically. So if you just drop down like that, like just walk off, you will not die, but if you jump down, you will die. So do not jump down there. There are some free arrows, 10 arrows for free if you want them. And then you will run all the way over here. Drop down here. And drop down here. And drop down here. And immediately go into the sneak. And then you can just sneak past these guards. The worst guards in the world. The 3 worst fucking guards in the entire world. Jump up here. Trina's Lily to your left if you want to pick it up because of the sleeping pots. And then you sneak. As soon as this guy aggroes with the scream, just sprint in. He cannot follow you into this room, so as soon as you're in here, you're safe. We'll just de-aggro again. And then you're at the very bridge where you can get to the tower. Some people here, like what's in between you and the Great Rune now is 3 of these like giants. These big ass enemies. Some people run to the right side. That's also like super safe, I believe. But I run to the left. It's just a habit. I've started doing that. And I cannot get rid of it. You have to dodge 1 attack. And this is this attack. He always does this. Or not always, but 95% of the time he does this slam attack. And that's all you have to dodge. Sometimes he does a swipe. But it's also really easy to dodge. So that's basically all you need to know. And then you just keep running. And what's your focus is now is the guy with the bow. So what you want to do, the other 2 guys cannot reach you any longer, okay? I practiced it like 100 times. They cannot reach you any longer as soon as you run like I ran here. And you want to like stand right around here, not too close to that pillar. If you're too close to the pillar, the explosion will kill you. So stand like a little bit further away from that pillar. You could see it, like they're not even close, right? They're not even starting to attack you. And then you just run to his like left side, to the right side, past him, and then you enter the portal and you're at the rune tower, guys. That is basically it. I think that is the most important stuff in Stormveil Castle. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It helped a little bit, hopefully, and yeah. Thanks for watching, as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.